Houston, Texas, the nation's fourth largest city, is home to some great sports teams. And how about some great sports times? Last night, American Flag Football League Championship Series, Eric Holiday of the Freaks with a long touchdown pass to Corey Brodniks and a comeback for the ages after the conversion. They went for 3 points and got it. With only 15 seconds in regulation, Brodniks with a catch, a 25-point fourth quarter comeback. Keith Williams with a sack against his brother, the quarterback, DeMarcus Sexel of the Kings of Florida. So it sets the scene from Houston. We started this event with 32 teams and one dream. We're down to 2, hoping to win the title and take home the big prize money, the Road to 200K championship game. Welcome, flag football fans, to H-Town, Houston, Texas. Great to have with us Dave Ryan alongside Will Blackman, played in the NFL for 12 years, won Super Bowl 46 with the Giants. James DiVirgilio as well with us. James, a longtime quarterback, coach, and expert in flag football. James, let's start with you. Talking about Super Bowls. This is the biggest game there could be in the AFFL, right?
Yeah, and it sets up perfectly with last night's historic comeback. My team had suffered a similar fate. I'm really interested to see how KOF is going to rebound from such a soul-crushing, really just blown lead.
Well, let's talk about the rules here. I mean, the AFFL is a lot of fun. It's 7-on-7. It's fast, fun, and physical.
Yeah, it's a fast 7-on-7 format. There's 4 15-minute quarters. The field is divided into 4 25-yard quadrants. Also, there's a go clock. The quarterback has 4 seconds to throw the football. And also, no blocking, no kicking, or fumbles. But this will be a physical matchup, fellas.
When we come back to Houston, guys, what time is it? Game time! The Freaks of Dallas 1 win away from the championship. The Kings of Florida want to win and force a third game.
AFFL finna take off. I've been going hard, I need a day off. Playing every game like the
Check. AFFL finna take off. I've been going hard, I need a day off. Playing every game like the playoff. Thinking you gon' beat us, but you way off. Now we don't keep the game, we just play off. When we started from the bottom, it's gon' pay off. You fighting for a king, ain't no layoff. KOF won a game, make the face off. What's a freak to a nympho? Bike to a benzo. Flex said get him, then we got him when we spot him. Everybody on the squad screen tempo. Mark said the tempo. Mike Weiss Roberson, outstanding flag football player, obviously a great rapper as well, talented artist, sets the scene for our game here today at Viva Stadium in Houston, Texas. Fourth member of our crew, Alex Glaze, is on the field, joined by Freaks quarterback Eric Holiday.
Yeah, guys, the Freaks have a 1-game advantage, just 1 win away from that $200,000. I was talking with Eric earlier today, and I said, hey, no pressure. You corrected me, so no, there is some pressure. How are you guys feeling going?
Of course, yeah. We don't want to. We are up a game, but that doesn't mean anything. We don't want to overthink it. Just play our game, come out hard, play strong, and finish the job.
And that's it, man. I mean, don't take anything into consideration. Just play hard.
I was talking to the guys over at the Kings of Florida sideline. They said they feel like they beat two teams yesterday. They beat you guys and they beat themselves. What do you say to that?
I mean, they can have any opinion that they want. At the end of the day, the score is what it is. I respect those guys, and I talked to Darius earlier, and we said some things and just had a good conversation. But yesterday was yesterday, and it's all about today.
All right, guys. Good luck today. And listen, the Freaks all about business as we get ready for this game too, guys.
Alex, thank you. Good to hear from the quarterback, Captain America himself. Team USA gold medal winning 5-on-5 flag football. This is 7-on-7 on a full field. 10% chance of rain. Steamy Houston, Texas. Late August is going to be hot. If the Freaks win this game, they take the championship and the $200,000. If Kings of Florida win, we will have a third 20-minute game with a running clock for all the marbles. So let's play some flag football here in Houston today. Can't wait. Darius Davis has a huge arm, as we saw last night.
Oh, he throws the moonshot every single time. It's unbelievable.
He'll throw off. He's the second quarterback for the Kings of Florida. In blue, the Freaks from the Dallas area in black. Sky high, early throw off. On a bounce. Free football. And taken by the Freaks and Eggleston. Eric Holiday, guys, let's break him down. What do you think, James? You're a QB.
He's got a really strong arm. He can make all of the throws, and when he is on, there's not really a single play he's not capable of making, as we saw last night. The question today for Eric Holiday is, can he get off to a better start than what they got off to yesterday when they put themselves in a huge hole?
Something Eric said to us on the field, James, pregame. In the sweltering heat, throwing a lot of footballs today because Eric always gets a lot of throws in before each game. He said, we cannot have a bad start like we did last night.
Yeah, he's here. He has to get at least 500 throws in before every game.
It seemed like it. He's got Cam Solomon as a top target, number 21 in black, who played an AFFL indoor game last night in Frisco. Throw to Amir Brown has got a catch. On the first play, Samir Baker with the flagpole. Sets up second down. Amir Brown, super fast, small and quick. We talked to him pregame. He's a Philly guy. Just like Bruce Mapp. Bruce recruited him to play on the Freaks team. And Amir travels and plays flag football full time. He is in it professionally and trying to win some big money here today. Second down for Holiday. No use of the blitz here. Brown again is open. He's got it. Flag pull, but across the midfield line, big pickup. Dominic Volsey, defensive play eventually. But James, that's what we're talking about if you're the Freaks.
Yeah, I was really curious what KOF was going to do to make some adjustments, and early on they stay in the cover three that really hurt them yesterday. Simple high-low by Eric Holiday. He takes the vertical route. There's Dominique Rouse, who's late to get there on the drop, and a huge completion and big first down right here.
Yeah, the biggest thing in this, if you're going to play zone, you have to play with big vision. There was miscommunication there and took full advantage. I like to see how they're going to bounce back from such adversity.
Each time, each team, 5 blitzes per half. Open man, Solomon's there. Who's got it? Into the end zone. Touchdown! Cam Solomon. He played for the Spokane Shock last night in a loss in the AFFL playoffs. He's playing today for the Freaks and scoring touchdowns.
And this is too easy as we look at the L Sports Skycam. He is just running a seam go route, completely unchecked. They blow the zone for the second times in a row, but this is great work by Eric Holiday. He looks off the safety will, turns to his right, and completes a easy touchdown pass.
Yeah, they threw a receiver right in front of the safety, and the safety bit on it. Wide open. Touchdown.
Oh, that bench loves it. Now, in the American Flag Football League, you can go for 1, 2, or 3 points on conversions. A three-pointer last night won the game for the Freaks. 1 point from 5 yards out, 2 from 10, and 3 points from 20 yards out. So going for 1 here. Holiday throws. That's intercepted by Davis and can be brought back for some points. The pitch is dropped, and once the ball's on the ground, it's a dead ball. Dre Franklin took the pitch there on the interception from Darius Davis. So the conversion fails to keep it a 6-0 game. Busy weekend for that guy, Cam Solomon. Touchdown, 6-0 game.
Absolutely. We may not give it the same look, John. Here, top. It's in the back, behind the bleachers.
American Flag Football League on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will.
6-0 game. Cam Solomon, 47-yard touchdown connection with Eric Holiday to begin scoring here in Game 2 of the championship. Back down to field level, here's Alex.
Hey guys, I'm here with Cam who scored that touchdown. Before we get to that play, I got to ask you, because you played an indoor game yesterday. Just when you looked at your phone and saw how yesterday's game went, what was your reaction?
I didn't get the news until after the game, but I mean, the arena game didn't go as planned, but, you know, my boys out here, they came out here and handled business, so it gave me something to be uplifted about.
Absolutely. $200,000 on the line here today. You guys come out and strike first. What did you see, and what were you able to take advantage of on that play?
The defense, period. Take advantage of the defense. There's holes all over the place. We just got to make the plays.
Holes all over the place. Well, he's seeing the same thing you're seeing.
I saw the exact same thing.
Return on the throw-off here for the Kings of Florida. Dre Franklin has got a nice return, but Speedy Volsey as well. The handle and the return. And Cam Solomon, who did have 3 catches for 55 yards last night. They lost to Frisco in the AFFL playoffs, 44-33 in the Dallas Metroplex, but a good year for Cam, 12th in the AFL and receiving. So here is DeMarcus Sexel. And the numbers from last night were outstanding. 7 total touchdowns, no picks, ran for 2 touchdowns as well. And James caught a conversion. He did everything.
He certainly did, Dave. He was really the best player on the field yesterday, and unfortunately for him, he still took an L.
Sexel, pump fake, dangerous throw. Bruce Mapp closest to it. And it's incomplete, setting up second down.
So the scouting report on DeMarcus Sexel is primarily that he uses his legs to beat you, but he is also a very competent passer. Yesterday was set up by a few breakaways on 4th down with his legs, and then it took over with his arm. He completed passes all over the field. Kings of Florida were never stopped by the Freaks yesterday. This game could and probably will be a shootout, but a lot of pressure on him right now.
Right, and I think he's the best overall player in this entire tournament. There's nothing he can't do. He's the consummate leader, and he's totally just unbelievable. So I agree. He's just an overall talent right there.
Secondary option as he checks down to the Jet Glover, who's got some amazing speed. He played his college football at South Alabama. And it sets up 3rd down. Try to get to midfield for the first down. 4 25-yard boxes or quadrants in the American Flag Football League. There's no punting, no kicking whatsoever. Fumbles or dead balls. This is a tremendous brand of football. Fast, fun, physical. 3rd down. Sexel with a blitz. Glover with a catch. Look at Amir Brown charge in with a tremendous flagpole at about the 42-yard line. James, outstanding technique on defense.
Yeah, this is a great adjustment from the Freaks as well. Take a look here from the L Sports Skycam. They bring a double rush, something we talked about last night. They keep DeMarcus Sexel in between both of them, forcing the little flare out to the running back, and that's a good stop by the Freaks, setting up 4th down.
The one thing that the Freaks defense is really good about is once they pull the flag, because there's no run after catch. They're on it, they're quick, and they should attack immediately.
Amir Brown's a true pro. We're seeing that. 4th down, big play early in the game. Deep ball, Davis has got it. Darius Davis, no whistle, no flagpole. He gets up, charges into the end zone. Touchdown. Kings of Florida respond. You gotta pull the flag in this sport.
Yeah, you really do, and this is a phenomenal play over the top, but take a look here on the replay. Davis is going to run from the right side of your screen. Left side of your screen. He comes on the go route. Good catch. He's down by contact there, Dave. That ball is going to come back on replay.
We do have replay, James.
So we
have a replay crew here, so let's
take a look
hang
closely.
on for a
as long as he's touched right there, he's on the ground and he's touched. He is down. But, Will, you know what's interesting there is on third down, we saw a double blitz from the Freaks, and it worked. And then on fourth down, you thought they would have stuck with it. They didn't. They chose to play coverage, and they get beat over the top.
Yeah, this was just a miscommunication in the back end. I felt like they felt comfortable enough to just run their defense, but, you know, they found the hole. Somebody was relaxed, and the guy got wide open.
We will have a video review. That was a 50-plus yard touchdown play, which is good in the AFFL for 7 points. Hence the 7-6 score here for those of you new to the game. But James' early review is that it's going to be down on contact.
Should be down on contact. But yet again, just like we saw last night with both of these teams, interesting decisions by the defenses. There's a little bit of fear, and it's understandable, Will, right? When you're going against an athlete like DeMarcus Sexel, there can be fear to rush him even with 2 people. I think you saw that there, and he made the Freaks pay with a really nice throw on fourth down.
Well, I feel like he's probably one of the few players in this league who has a plan anytime you rush him. When they do bring 2 rushers, he goes right to the outlet. You know, if there's run rusher.
That the defender, while going for the ball, both players went to the ground. The player is down by contact, first down at the 12-yard line.
All right, James nailed it. Our replay official here today, Alex Baranega, who is also an SEC center judge.
Yeah, this is obvious. I mean, that's...
All right. He's down on contact, so no touchdown. Takes 7 points off the board at 50-plus yards, and Shaq James with a great hustle to make sure that Davis was down. Now, there's no free tackling allowed in flag football. If that had been the call, then Kings of Florida has the option to take 4 points and the ball on a free throw, kind of like a free punt, and a safety or first and goal. That was kind of close. A lot of contact. All right, so first and goal is the call. Sexel, time, 4 seconds to deliver the pass. Drop. And incomplete. Glover, his speedy wideout, can't bring that in.
Yeah, and just to finish my thought back about handling the pressure, DeMarcus does a great job in terms of if it's one-on-one, he'll take it himself. Like, I'll either make him miss and make the play. If it's 2-on-1, then he usually runs right in between the blitz and tosses it to his outlet. So I love that he has a plan every time there's pressure.
Second and goal. No rush, no pressure. Pass this time. Glover's got it. No drop. Touchdown. Kings of Florida responds. And the jet is in for 6.
That's a great play, just a simple slant, and then an excellent belt show by TJ Glover. Take a look at this belt show right here. Nice catch, and then whoop, there's the hip. Flag was there, and then it's not there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's what it's called, a belt show. I was trying to figure out the name of it. Everyone kept calling it a hip twist, a hip flip, but I like it.
Show, baby.
Belt show.
Yeah, right when he reaches for the belt, Dana Taylor, who is one of the best flag pullers on the Freaks, TJ Glover says, no, 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 and he moves that belt away.
Big play, big response. And going for 1 from 5 yards out. Sexel, time, Sexel, end zone, got it. The conversion complete to Speedy Volsi. Got a jet, got a Speedy. They've got speed, James. Plenty of it.
A lot of guys that can move out here. There's no doubt about that.
So a busy first quarter here. Holiday and the Freaks will do not waste any time.
They did not waste any time at all. They want to pick up where they left off, throwing the football, attacking the holes in the secondary that they found yesterday to see if they paired them up today. And then offense, KOF goes right down the field. DeMarcus Sexel as calm as always, making outstanding plays, getting that touchdown, and the conversion, putting them up by 1 point.
Guys, every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports. Now, James, you're around flag football all the time. This is such a cool vantage point, right, for this sport.
I love it. We call it the All-14 instead of the All-22 that Will is used to watching from his football days, and it's such a great vantage point of this great game.
Sexel this time handles the throw-off duties. Jamie Harper, a former Clemson Tiger and Tennessee Titan, on the return to Brown. Laterals all allowed on kickoff return. Almost hit the ground. Would have been a dead ball.
I think it did hit the ground.
Up by Keith Williams. I think so too. This is reviewable, and let's check the spot. And no doubt,
no question about it.
Contact with the ground, so down right there.
One of the best things about the AFFL is their quick use of instant replay. It doesn't take 5 or 6 minutes to get these calls right. Typically, it takes less than 60 seconds to reverse the call.
I love it. Faster's better.
Absolutely.
Don't tell lights out that.
Yeah, the women's championship, that was quite a call. Took away a touchdown last play of the game in the semifinal round. Billy Williams, our referee, official timeout here with 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Billy, a college football official with Conference USA in the Mid-American Conference. He has great crew handling the heat and all the duties here in Houston over the last few weeks. This tournament started with 32 teams. We're down to 2. So James and Will, being on the field with the players, you guys play this game at a very high level. What's it like on each side when you're thinking about either putting the game away and the tournament away or trying to stay alive?
I think what's really interesting for both of these teams is each team has their own unique mindset for how they approach the game, what they're doing. For the Freaks, they came in an underdog, but they still felt comfortable. And KOF, Will, came in the strong favorite.
Right.
You've experienced this in the NFL. Oftentimes, if you take a blow like that as a strong favorite, it's hard to get your mojo back.
It's super hard, especially the way they crumbled. You know, I was afraid to see, like, can they handle any kind of adversity on their end, being they were such a huge favorites. And yeah, for the Freaks, they just got to stay on it. Just stay on the gas and keep pressing.
20-0 lead for Kings of Florida.
They did rule it down
in the first half, and it was ruled down back at the 20 correctly after video review, as James predicted.
A little bit of a chess match here. Cover 2 man was shown by KOF. The Freaks running the play clock down.
Mike Roberson is the blitz specialist. No blitz here. Kings of Florida drops back in coverage. Holiday will throw. Has Matt caught. DRC with a flagpole. Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, former Pro Bowler in the NFL. Back down to Alex.
Hey guys, I'm here with Mark Saxel. You know, you guys come out, you answer. Just how big was that for you guys to come out and get that response? First time I think you guys have been dealing with any adversity so far in this tournament.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's just gonna help us fight through adversity, really. I mean, I think we probably needed our loss yesterday just so we can really play for real and really do what we do, play Florida football.
All right, well, you guys haven't, they haven't been able to stop you guys. They weren't able to stop you guys offensively yesterday or today. I mean,
it's going to be hard to stop me. It's always going to be hard to stop an offense like me.
Well, we got the Freaks on offense right now, guys.
Holiday, Alex, pump fake. Solomon this time can't bring it in. And incomplete. Samir Baker.
I like what they did here. They are playing the 2-man. Everyone playing underneath coverage, and you got 2 high safeties. The play before, one of the safeties dove down, leaving the single high. Therefore, they made a completion. In this case, both safeties did stay high, not giving Eric anywhere to throw the football. So great job by the defense here. You see the 2 secondary safeties playing their zones as they should. I think KOF can play 2-man this entire game as long as the safeties stay where they're supposed to be.
First incompletion for Holiday, guys. He had been 4 for 4 to start the game. Second and 23 to get to the 25. 25-yard boxes in the AFFL. And the blitz remaining stat is critical. KOF not using it here. Second down, Holiday. Throws, Hickman's got it. John Hickman had the heroics last night with 2 huge touchdown catches, overcoming a severe hamstring injury and a pull here a couple weeks ago. That's a nice catch.
Yeah, true miraculous recovery from Hickman. He had a bad hamstring pull, but here he is on the slant route. Now, Will, what I'm interested in this game with KOF is there's a lot of yelling at each other on defense.
Right.
And you know this from being one of the best defenders in the NFL. The entire defense has to be on the same page, and oftentimes with KOF, each one is sort of doing their own thing.
Yeah, they're just emotional. At the end of the day, they do love each other. They're all brothers. But, yeah, they're just emotional. But in this case, you got to stay calm.
Blitz and a sack. Roberson lets Holiday know about it. Then a little high five after the fact.
That's the trick.
Twice the rapper and the great pass rusher for Kings of Florida. Blitz pays off.
He's one of the best rushers in this league. Quick flag pull, negating this completion.
Yeah, that was instant.
Really nice work by Twice. Again, he is one of the best rushers in the league. And this now sets up a very important 4th down.
4th and 12. Get it to the 25 with 30 seconds and counting. Running clock until there's 2 minutes left. Like NFL rules and the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. We'll see as the play clock dwindles down. Freaks call timeout. 22 seconds left, first quarter scoreboard here. 3 timeouts like the full tackle game per half per team.
James, you saw the Freaks got them out of that zone quick, didn't they? They were playing that cover 3 zone, found them holes, and listen, KOF was like, listen, guys, we need to get back to our roots and just we can stay with these guys.
Yeah, and it makes sense to me. Obviously, my team, the Florida Fury, is known for playing a lot of man, especially against teams that don't have a secondary quarterback. This is 4th and 12. This is where the Freaks struggled yesterday. 4th down situations when KOF had a blitz. Let's see if they use the overnight to script some plays to handle the pressure that KOF's going to bring here.
All right, big play. Deep shotgun.
Watch for a pick route in the slot.
Michael Dunn is center. Roberson on the blitz. Gets 2 flags. Twice the wrapper. Twice as nice into the backfield. And the sack on downs turns it back over to Kings of Florida in a 1-point game. He is pumped.
This is one of the disadvantages of being Eric Holiday. Is he's the only guy in flag football who's really going to be throwing it for them. It's hard to buy time. You bring a rush like that, Will. He's right in his face so quickly. You have to have a receiver win almost immediately to complete that pass with 12 yards. That is a tall order.
1 quarter in the books. You're watching the 2021 AFFL Championship game on CBS Sports Network.
Figured maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe not. It's all about the fun here in the American Flag Football League. Getting set for the start of the 2nd quarter. Dave, James, and Will here in the booth. Aviva Stadium in Houston, home of the Houston SaberCat Major League Rugby Club. Alex on the sidelines, trying to beat the heat down there. Championship Sunday. One team's going to take home $200,000. Sexel with a catch. And the pitch. Fantastic offense. Terrace Bunning had the catch. And then Damon Thompson, who had a strained leg last night, had to leave the game in the first of this series, has the lateral and some more real estate.
Yeah, TB just working behind the linebackers there. Nice throw by Mark. And then as KOF will do, always looking for that final pitch to score.
Yeah, he did an awesome job moving the center with his eyes and then finding his receiver wrapping around.
Damon Thompson told us pregame he was pumped to be back in the lineup after getting hurt last night, game 1 of the series. 1st and goal. And the inside the 25 is 1st and goal. Slant, catch. Good play, Dallas Julian with the flagpole on Avery Nellums. Another top target for DeMarcus Sexel as a receiver. Sets up 2nd and goal.
You'll take that if you're the Freaks. You'd like to get to 3rd down here and be able to use your blitzes. The Freaks also playing without one of their best defensive players in Tyler Carty, who's unable to go today.
That's tough.
Too bad. He had 4 interceptions in the semifinal weekend here a couple weeks ago. 2 of those picks led to not only a pick 6, but a pick 7, a 50-plus yard interception return. They'll miss him today. Sexel, pump fake. Sexel throws. Glover's got it. Touchdown. Oh, was he stopped? Just short at the 1-yard line on a flagpole for Speedy, who's got major speed.
Yeah, I like that game plan right now. They're in control, so just, running the quick game, not trying to make any mistakes downfield if they don't have it.
Sexel for the 1. Here comes pressure. Keith Williams, end zone. The battle, Bunny. Who's got it? Who has the football? Touchdown. Wrestling match and a scrum for the football continues. It is ruled a touchdown to Terrence Bunny. And the officials got to separate the combatants here. Wow. Sidney Smith and Terrence Bunny in a battle.
Well, I know in NFL rules, if it's a simultaneous catch, they always give it to the offense. I mean, if it's street ball rules, it's a pick, but.
Yeah, Will, that looks more like a pick than it does a touchdown, but I think it's simultaneous enough that you might be right. But take a look, Sidney Smith here is into the ball first. That is so tough.
This is reviewable. Everything is in the American Flag Football League.
It's been determined that since we had simultaneous possession on the reception, replay cannot review it. We're really going to feel stand.
It is confirmed as a touchdown, says Billy Williams, our referee here today at Aviva Stadium. But man, Will, that was close.
It was close, yeah. I mean, it was.
Wow.
They both did grab the football, but like I said, in street ball rules, it's a pick. But in this football here, in all the football, simultaneous goes to the offense because it's an offensive league. Football is an offensive league.
You play both sides of the ball.
I
and
did play
special
both
teams.
sides, yeah. So whatever side I was on, that's the side I cheered for,
that's
guys.
the one you're rooting for at the moment. Wow, that's a big call and a big play. Bunting the TD grab. Here comes the conversion try. Sexel, pump fake, so good at that. Back in the end zone, Glover has got it, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Speedy Glover, some great hands.
Yeah, great hands. Not sure if he dotted that back line with his toe, but it sure was close.
Let's take a look, James.
Can't tell from that angle.
Let's check this angle out. Back line of the end zone. I think that's a good call on the field, guys. Speedy Glover thought he had it. Ruled out of bounds and an unsuccessful conversion. Got to have 2 feet in the American Flag Football League, and I think that second one's out for sure. Good call.
Yeah, man, you got to go to your bench side. Other side of 45. Thank you.
Keeps it 13-6 here in the second quarter. A running clock. A blazing hot day in Houston. The last thing the Freaks want to do is lose game 2 and have a third 20-minute game for all the marbles. Well, shut the door right now. Bunting had the drop last night in game 1 of this series. The next play scored a touchdown. Eggleston on the return with those yellow shoes, looking for a lateral attempt. Instead, Baker's got the pole. Good job on throw-off coverage by Samir Baker. And it's back to the Freaks here, down by 1 score.
James, do you own neon cleats like that? Would you rock those?
I love those. I'd do it. Back down to Alex.
Hey, TB, well, just first of all, take me through that. What's going on there? The ball's in the air. What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
Always, when the ball's in the air, it's mine. That's how I feel about it. Until you can prove me differently, I'm going to get it every time.
And listen, we're in a rugby stadium right now, so a little bit of fighting down there.
Of course. It's going to be a little aggressive. It's football at the end of the day. I don't care if it's flag, touch. It's going to be a little bit of physicality. So we like it. That's Florida ball.
All right, well, the Kings of Florida, that's a big touchdown, big momentum swing for these guys.
Hey, we're all here. Love you, mama.
All right, Terrence, great job. Touchdown catch for him. Holiday, time. Here comes the pressure. Roberson, Holiday, deep ball for Brown. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice early shot here from Eric Holiday up the sideline. Just a bit out of bounds. This is a big drive for the Freaks, though. KOF is sort of getting their swag back, their momentum back. They need to put a drive together. This is a very aggressive first down play call.
Yeah, you saw the pick route down there. Just a great job of squeezing to the side. The receiver, though, needs to get the quarterback room for him to throw the football.
453 passing yards, guys, here last night for Holiday. 6 touchdowns. Had the pick to Darius Davis, but did his team ever adjust after that? Eric made really no mistakes from that point on. Incredible comeback. Forcing game 2. The Freaks have a lead. Mapp's got a catch. Former college star at Coastal Carolina when they were at the FCS level. He had training camp time with the Eagles, a Philly guy, and a great flag football player.
Yeah, they're making him earn it here. Right now, they're making Eric read the entire defense and look for his matchup. And right now, I would say for the most part, his mismatch is going to be with Bruce Mapp.
You got to get back. You got to get
Coastal
back.
Carolina, my favorite nickname nationally, Chanticleers. You're the only Chanticleers out there, James.
Oh, very
I'm a big
unique.
nickname guy.
Yeah, magical.
Yeah, sure thing.
Magical season from them, too. Last year.
It was 2016 grad. Now, he played at the FCS level, played a playoff game against Carson Wentz, North Dakota State, almost won it. Holiday, time, sideline route. And that time incomplete. Trying for Corey Brodnix, who was the big hero last night.
Yes, I was so excited when he brought the truck from Dallas.
The So Icy truck.
Listen, it's funny. I was hanging out, in the stands, and then I got a text from our producer Tony. He said, "Listen, Bruce got the So Icy's here. I got the mango." That was just I ran down and I took the last one. I think
you got the mango. We didn't get the
I
mango.
think the girls were upset. I took the last one.
The pizza pretzel rolls are apparently fantastic, and the strawberry lemonade. I'm glad you tried the mango.
Oh, I destroyed that
Truck
thing.
is in Dallas.
Dairy-free, vegan.
Oh, it's all
good. Legit.
Timeout call here by the Freaks. With 7:26 to go in our first half from Houston. Championship on the line today in the American Flag Football League.
Bite on the first move. Do not bite on the first move. Back up, Black. Back up a little. Camera guys got to watch out now.
Kings of Florida had a huge lead, 40-21. Last night going to the fourth quarter, but that miraculous comeback by the Freaks. They won it by 1 on a 3-point conversion with 15 seconds to go. It was awesome. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports. We love it. Holiday, blitz from twice. Solomon has the catch, and he gets past midfield, and that's enough for a first down.
That's huge, 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 Dave, that they converted that. 4th down and long. We saw them not convert it earlier. Same blitz from Twice. Twice is going to heat him up here early. Eric sets his platform, throws the hitch route, and converts on Dominique Rouse. Big-time play.
Cam Solomon is hanging on just fine after playing that playoff game last night. Had 8 catches against the Arizona Rattlers for a touchdown. The last regular season game for the Spokane Shock of the Indoor Football League. Busy weekend for him. Holiday on the move. Brown has the catch. Amir Brown still going. No flag pull yet for the Kings of Florida. And finally, it's handled right inside the 25-yard line. Mike Brown with the pole.
You can see their coach, the Freaks coach Hollywood on the sideline, very frustrated despite this big play. He's going to cross the first down line right there. And Will, if he just stops a little short of that, he could have made it 2nd down and 1. Take a look here at the end. If he doesn't cross the 25-yard line, it's 2nd down and 1. Instead, it's now going to be 1st and 23 or 4, which is kind of the worst case scenario if you're an offense.
Right, that's the interesting strategy. Is sometimes you don't want to get the first to give yourself a better situation to get extra plays in.
Long line, right? 1st and goal from the 24. You saw the blitz count a moment ago. Roberson some pressure. That ball's broken up.
Great play.
Amir Brown, the intended receiver, and tremendous job from Dre Franklin, who is one of the burners on the KOF team with the PBU.
Oh, guys are competing out here. Right now, Freaks are just running short underneath stuff, trying to run away from defenders, but great play on this. I never left my feet when I made plays like this.
You didn't?
No. Oh. Can't get dirty. That's the defensive back rule.
Dre Franklin on the back-to-back Fighting Cancer championship teams. A lot of the players from Bruce Touchette's team have moved on to KOF this year. Interesting chemistry. Holiday, time. Delivers nearly picked off. And incomplete. DRC. Dominic Rogers-Comarty, former first-round pick of the Cardinals, jumps the route nearly as the pick.
Well, let's talk about what DRC saw here, because he's coming downhill the whole way.
You know what he saw? He saw Eric's eyes. He was watching him the entire time.
Hey, come on, D.
He owes me 25
How many
push-ups, so I
push-ups?
need to tell Alex
25?
that. Yeah, he's a pro.
Alex
He's
is
a
gonna
pro.
have to
He
tell
owes
DRC that.
Actually, just a dub. He owes me a dub. He knows that.
Two-time Pro Bowler, 16th overall pick by the Arizona Cardinals in 08. All-American FCS career at Tennessee State.
But this is the area of the field last night where Kings of Florida struggled. They kept falling too far back in the end zone, and the Freaks were able just to sit right in front of them on the goal line and score.
Timeout call here, guys. The play clock was about to evaporate on Holiday. He saw that, wisely avoids the delay of game call. And in flag football, no yardage is lost or gained on penalties, but downs are lost or gained, and that would have been critical here because the long lines start on 1st and goal from the 24.
Hey, dead feet don't eat. Let's go.
So we know James has a great connection with this game. So does Will Blackman, who played some flag football.
Yeah, that's my father. He played pro flag back in the 80s and 90s. I had my little jacket. I was 6, so I didn't even play. I didn't even get to wear that jacket. It was too big. But
I know you talked to your dad yesterday about some of those teams.
Yeah, I grew up watching pro flag before I got to watch the NFL. So when people ask me about this game, like, what do I think? What's my opinion? I'm like, this is the first thing I saw.
Did your dad ever play for $200,000, though, is the question?
No.
A lot on the line, but he had a pretty cool jacket out of it. Some good memorabilia. That's great stuff.
Third down.
All right, so off the timeout.
Shout out to my father,
Still 3rd and goal here. Yeah. Hope he's watching.
He better be watching.
Play fake to Keith Williams. Here comes the pressure. Holiday's past the map, broken up and incomplete.
That's outstanding.
Another play for Dominique Bolsey. He was a big-time defender for this KOF team. Sets up 4th and goal.
Yeah, I'll tell you, and you can see on the replay here, KOF's playing a lot of man with 2 high, so you have 2 safeties deep. They're putting a lot of pressure on Eric Holiday to make throws into very tight windows. And now on this 4th down play, there is 1 blitz remaining for KOF. You got to imagine the same type defense here. Press man potentially, or off man with a blitz coming immediately, Will.
You know what's going to be interesting here is the conditioning from the Freaks, because now they got to run him for man all day long. Earlier, you saw Bruce Mapp getting away from people. He's getting a little tired right now, so I can see these guys sticking and staying with him.
Near delay of game call. Hand back to Keith Williams. Back to Holiday on the backwards lateral. Looking for the deep ball for Hickman. Broken up and incomplete. DRC has got the PBU.
DRC also has 40 push-ups. Alex, you better get him 40 push-ups.
It's up to 40 now. Is it a 40 burger?
It's a 40 burger, indeed.
So if the Freaks decide to bring 2 extra quarterbacks back, Keith throws it to Eric Holiday, who then tries to throw a long ball across. DRC is too quick for that.
But
with a nice knockdown. But, you know, Eric Holiday, I think, expected a blitz there because KOF still had one. They didn't blitz. He gets the look he wants, really, but that's a tough window there.
And I would say, just from my perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's hard to run laterals this far into the red zone. You give the defense time to react to what you're doing.
Sexel and the offense for Kings of Florida take over on 1st down. This pass is brought in on the crossing route. Avery Nellums had a pick against the Blazers in this event, starting in Indianapolis area, the Colts training facility outside Indy. With rounds 32 and 16, the round of 8. quarterfinals, semis here in Houston. Championship weekend here in H-Town as well. Let's go back down to Alex.
Hey, DRC, great defensive stop by you guys, but listen, we got to settle something right now. Will's saying you owe 40.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's 2 drop ball. So he's right.
So when you gonna pay that up?
Oh, after the game, I can't do it right now.
Okay, after the game. So
Yes, sir.
okay, we're gonna get you to do that. But hey, how big of a stop was that for you guys to keep this momentum going?
Man, it's a big stop because you know one thing about them, they're on sides in the minute they could get the first down. So the more times you stop them, you get in the quarterback head. Now he got to go back to some things that we know he got to come to.
All right, Will. So after the game, you got to come down here and make sure that he pays up.
Nah, he's accountable. He's good.
David Thompson, guys, good to hear from DRC with the reception. Keith Williams had the flagpole. DRC knows a thing or two about tackles and picks. Bunting with a catch. Spin move, Dallas Julian trying to get the flags. Some contact there with Amir Brown. Terrence Bunting with a big-time grab in traffic. And it picks up some real estate for KOF.
Yeah, such a nice play design here. They basically drop Speedy off the line, which holds a Freaks defender underneath, allowing TB to run a dig route, who then makes him pay, and at the end takes a little bit of contact, because although this is not tackle, Will, it is a contact sport.
It is a contact sport, but he did intentionally go for the flag. He showed his hands. That's probably what the referee is looking at. Is he attempting the flagpole?
All right, guys, clock rolling here. 3 timeouts. KOF, red zone on the 1st and goal attempt. This is where Sexel is so dangerous. Throws, caught, spin, stopped just short. Jason Brown, another one of these speedy wide receivers with a grab, tried that spin move near the goal line. Clock is rolling here. 3 timeouts remaining.
Clock rolling, 3 blitzes left from the Freaks. From the Freaks, I'd like to bring pressure with 2 rushers and then play 5 behind. Put as much pressure as I can on him to make a tough
Why
throw.
not use a timeout here? Clock rolling. Sexel. So elusive.
Great
Sexel
rush.
lost the ball. And it's a dead ball right there, and their timeout is called. Great pressure. Dana Taylor was in the backfield, got the flagpole. Timeout, 12 seconds to go in the first half. Big defensive play.
Huge play by Dana Taylor. This is something we witnessed last night, and I wondered if they would go to it, Will. Dana Taylor didn't rush Mark until the very end of the game. Second last play. Here he is putting on a clinic with how to rush a guy like Mark, and he single-handedly stops him from doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, I wonder if that was by design. Just stay in front of him, right? Make him run around, make him try to figure it out, because a lot of guys will run after him and miss. But then again, this may not be a bad thing for Kings of Florida, just to give them some more room to create a better play for themselves.
All right, 10 seconds here, guys. Still 2 timeouts, possibly 2 plays for KOF as they try for their 3rd touchdown of this first half.
Oh, I like Speedy in the middle.
3rd and goal. Sexel by himself, backfield. Here comes the pressure again. Throws end zone. Caught. Short. And timeout call. 3 seconds left in the first half.
What's so great about this being a series of 3 games here is we're seeing significant adjustments being made from game 1 to game 2. The Freaks are playing much better defense, even on the previous KOF score, and now on this drive, they've cleaned up their issues when they blitz, and it's making things much, much harder for Mark.
Speedy Mulsey has the catch. 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. As Mark Money, as he calls himself, we had a nice chat with DeMarcus Sexel on the phone this week. Played high school football and basketball. He has been in the flag for years. In the construction business, he's a father of 8. So,
don't you have like 10 kids?
I've got 8 total, 6 in the house. And at last count, 6 pets, but I think a dog is on the way. So
that counts.
It might be 7.
That's why we don't have a dog yet. That counts.
We call it the 1 acre farm, though. It's pretty wacky. A lot of fun, though.
Don't need to be tight right here, nothing in front of you.
Big play here, ending the first half. Sexel, here comes the pressure. DeMarcus Sexel trying to get away, cannot, he's stopped.
It's a big stop right there.
Dana Taylor with a pursuit and the flagpole to end the first half.
What a play. Dana Taylor right now has got to be the defensive MVP. He's single-handedly changing the Freaks' defense by twice rushing Mark and getting him great end of the first half.
What a play on defense to end the first half and keep this a 1-score game. Back down to Alex.
All right, guys, I'm here with Mike Roberson. Big half for the Kings of Florida. Just what's your impressions of the first half, and what do you guys need to do to finish things off in the second half here?
We just got to stay on top of it. We got to stay strong, man. Keep a couple blitzes. That way I can get a couple more sacks.
and we just hold it down for Tampa, man. Shout out Green Guy GG. Shout out my brother Fresh P, man. We all here, baby.
A lot of great plays for you guys defensively, especially you getting to Eric Holiday. Just how are you guys going to keep that going in the second half defensively?
We dogs. It's just a competitive. We're not going to ease up. We got to play 4 quarters. That's our whole thing. Yesterday, we didn't play full quarters. There's 4 quarters. We got to play 4 quarters.
There's 2 quarters left. Kings of Florida up 13-6.
End of the first half, 13-6. KOF leads the Freaks. You're watching the 2021 AFFL League Championship on CBS Sports Network. Halftime, 13-6. Big defense, though. The very end of the first half. What a huge play from Dana Taylor on the sack of Sexel. Women's championship yesterday here. Bonita B. Crouch. Touchdown pass to Joe Overstreet, a former University of Houston basketball star, and former sophomore at Oklahoma State, Mariah Gearhart. House call, pick 6. It wasn't just a great offense for the Academy against Sheeplitz. And then another touchdown pass, this to Megan Majors on the deep ball from B. Crouch. Bonita, the former SMU star, point guard to Michelle Rote, also a great employee of the AFFL. And oh yeah, shutout time. First ever women's Road to 200K tournament the win for the Academy, 26-zip, and those of the Academy, well, they graduate. Time to toss those caps and celebrate with a win. First half highlights from Stevie Houston on the way. What a game so far. Twice Mike Roberson having some fun. Here in Houston, 13-6 game, getting set for the start of the second half. DeMarcus Sexel, 2 first-half touchdown passes. Eric Holiday on the first drive with Cam Solomon connecting on a touchdown score, but since then the defense been pretty good. All right, Will, let's break down the first-half highlights.
Yeah, Freaks came out the gate checking to see if King of Florida had patched up those holes in the zone coverage and found that they didn't. And then the Kings of Florida made some adjustments, went to the man coverage, and then got the lead. And then Kings of Florida just got back to the basics. Didn't make any mistakes, no turnovers, and just went down the field and scored some points.
Back to the sidelines. Here's Alex Glaze.
All right, guys, I'm here with Dallas. Julian Freaks down 13-6, getting ready to start the second half. Dallas, what was the message at halftime for you guys?
Really just stay with what we're doing. You know, it's working. They're having to drive down the field. They put up almost 50 on us yesterday. They've got 13 points. You know, we're getting stops. Just do what we're doing. It's hard for them to march down the field, and we're going to get an interception, and it's going to change.
A huge defensive stop for you guys to really change the momentum in this thing. Just how big was that for you guys to get that stop?
That was big. You know, the game yesterday, we didn't get a stop at all. It was the worst defense I've ever been a part of. We all played really bad, but we went home, we game planned, and we came back, and the outcome is different than yesterday.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Alex, thanks. Dallas is the mastermind of the defense on the Freak side. They were down 27-6 at halftime last night in game one of the series. Rallied to win it. Second half's on the way. Everything at stake, $200,000. It's time for half number 2 from Aviva Stadium, steamy Houston, Texas. Everything on the line. Eric Holiday, star quarterback for the Freaks team from Dallas. The second half throw-off. No kicks in the AFFL. A little short this time. Jason Brown got the great wheels. And the flag is pulled shy of the 30-yard line. All right, guys, our guaranteed rate, first half stats. James, what do you see here?
Well, I think the story of the game has been defense by both sides. Significant adjustments being made. We saw last night over 800 passing yards of offense. And here we see, of course, still a lot of offense, Will, but only a score of 13-6. Some good stops in the red zone there by the Freaks.
Right, I think the stats reflect the score pretty much. It's a close game. It's a close game right here. And, yeah. Waiting for that one explosive play for Kings of Florida to happen any moment now.
Blitz stat, so important. Each team, 5 blitzes per half. When do you use them? When do you save them? Sexel, no blitz here. First down, first play from scrimmage in this second half. Brown's got the catch. Speedy move, looking for some more real estate at the sideline. Stopped again by Dana Taylor. Has been so good on defense with a flagpole.
Yeah, Dana Taylor playing an excellent game. This really is like an extended handoff where if the Freaks could have gotten a flagpole, they would have had a nice stop. Instead, the athleticism of KOF leads to a nice game.
And I wouldn't disagree with Dallas. I think Kings of Florida, they don't mind driving the field, especially in this situation. They're not trying to make any mistakes. I think they like driving the ball down the field and just being in control right now.
Second and 10, running clock until the 2-minute mark, 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. Trying to get to midfield for the first down. Again, that pump fake. And the drop near midfield. It's in. Complete. Jet Glover can't bring it in this time. Number 2 all-time. Kickoff return yards in the history of South Alabama's program. Great player in college.
Yeah, significant drop there, or incompletion rather, depending on how you want to look at it. Setting up a 3rd down and 10. Blitz management, Dave, is everything in the AFFL. We saw KOF mismanage it yesterday. Right now, the way Dana Taylor's been rushing Mark, let's see if they use to elect a blitz.
Short shotgun drop. No blitz here. Again, the pump fake from Sexel, who delivers. And that pass brought in across the midfield line to about the 45. Speedy Volsey has got the catch.
Yeah, nice throw from Mark here to Speedy. If you're wondering why the Freaks wouldn't elect a blitz there, it's about 3rd and 10. You'd like to see something a little longer this early in the 3rd quarter. Will, I'd like to get your comments after this next play on the effectiveness of Mark's pump faking. He pump fakes almost every time. Obviously, you've played a lot of defense. Why does a pump fake work?
No pressure. Defense plays way off the line of scrimmage. And flags and a false start. All right, Will, so what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that because I was going to make a wild comparison in the first half. A wild comparison in the first half that he's like he's half Cam Newton, half Ben Roethlisberger, because that's half and half, because that's what Big Ben did. He's probably the only quarterback right now in the league who just pump fakes nonstop and is absolutely annoying. But he has big hands. DeMarcus can do that.
There's that pump fake again. Off the loss of down. Catch there from Brown on the flagpole at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, because what that does, it just moves you. That's all it does. It moves you just enough. Because nowadays, how the game is played, everyone gets the ball out quick, right? Especially in this league, it's a quick game of style of play. So for him to be able to pump fake, that is such a luxury for him to have that just moves everyone off the mark, especially when there's a center over him and no one's blitzing.
Shaq James had the flagpole defensively. Sets up 3rd down, trying to get to the 25. 3rd and 10. No blitz coming. Sexel time. Sexel delivers. Bunting has the catch. Then a leap into the end zone. Touchdown, Kings of Florida. TB Terrence Bunting with the jump. Gets away from the defenders. Adds another 6 points on the board for KOF.
Terrence has been killing him in the slot with the dig route. That's been open all day long.
Yeah, TB is one of the best possession receivers in flag football, and there is a jump which you can do as long as you don't jump into somebody. You'll notice he jumps in between them. That's clean. It's a good play. Even Dana Taylor misses, and again, TB, 2-time champion of this league, going for his 3rd today. A tough cover for anyone.
I've never seen that work since I've been here. I'm glad to see that.
You said you wouldn't leave your feet.
I'm not a jumper.
Your entire career at Boston College and the NFL.
I had a great vertical, but I'm not a jumper.
There you go. Going for one, 5-yard, 1-point conversion. Sexel trying to thread the needle. And the Jet Glover in the back of the end zone can't bring that in. It is incomplete.
Yeah, he had two people in the same area, so they didn't know who was getting the ball.
Yeah, those conversions matter. Every conversion matters significantly in the AFFL. Last night's game came down to a conversion battle that the Freaks won.
A three-pointer.
Yeah, three-pointer.
All right, guys, this is my favorite part of the AFFL. You know what that is? Will knows. Losers walk. Losers walk. And in the heat, just like we played in the backyard back in the day, for me, it was Iowa City, Iowa, James. Grew up on Big Hawkeye, Manville Heights. Loser, yeah, Lincoln Elementary. We did that as kids. I mean, it's just so awesome that they keep the fabric of the original game that we all played growing up here at the highest level.
I like that. You say the fabric. I'll tell you what, you've been just outstanding, Dave, with your word choice. As an English major, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
It's that Syracuse education.
It's that Dino barbecue.
That's right. I told you they catered my wedding. The best ever. Dinosaur barbecue.
That was my
pulled pork sandwich.
When I took my visit to Syracuse, that was what they blessed me with.
Wish you had gone, Will. Believe me, as a Syracuse fan, I wish you had gone. It's one of our rivals, BC instead. Davis will throw off here after the losers walk. Might see Jamie Harper with a return, the former Tennessee Titan, Clemson running back star. He's great on returns.
He can go, I know.
Brown starts the return, looks for a move through traffic. There's a lateral, Keith Williams, but he can't bring it in. It's a forward lateral, it's gonna be a penalty. And we go back down to Alex.
TB, I just got one question for you. How do you decide when to jump, when to dip, when to do the, when do you make that decision?
Well, for me, since I dip a lot, everyone's already down here. So they're not used to me jumping. And it's not a little hip swivel jump, it's a little like high jump. They don't expect it. And then both of the guys are like smaller, so I knew if I got over their head, they wasn't gonna be able to get it.
Will Blackman never leaves his feet as a defensive back. Do you think that most DBs think that same way? They're not gonna leave their feet to try to come get you?
Well, in context, it's a little different. I'm a running back. I'm never gonna leave my feet. If you're a DB, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm coming to truck you.
You can't truck in the AFFL.
No. So that's where the spin comes in effect. So, like I said, I'm a running back, so I'm gonna use my traits.
Well, he leaped into the end zone and put Kings of Florida up 19-6.
Baby, Daddy loves you.
Couple touchdown catches for TB. He's been awesome today. Holiday and the offense back on the field. Hickman has the catch. Flagpole. Roberson got it.
TB gets it, man. We're taught, man. Stay on your feet, man, when you're running and tackle football.
No, we good.
John Hickman, good buddies with Eric Holiday. And John is related to Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. John's aunt met Jerry's son, Stephen, in college at Arkansas. Jones, Arkansas, great tradition. We all know that. So he grew up around the Joneses. Had some great stories for us this week about what life was like. Huge Cowboy fan, as you might imagine. Amir Brown with a catch. Gets out to about the 35-yard line. Some barking going on. Dominic Volsey had the flagpole.
I hate to be the sideline judge. He's getting lit up right now.
Yeah, if you happen to start with only one flag in this league, it is just two-hand touch on him, and that's what they're kind of saying right now is that Dominique Rouse touched him. He only had one flag, so he should have gotten fewer yards. But this sets up a really important third down here for the Freaks again. A lot of game pressure being put on them.
You sent Twice here?
Twice is definitely coming. It looks like man behind it. I stand corrected, Will.
Oh, why did he
no
do
blitz.
that?
Brown has a catch. DRC cannot grab the flag. The former Pro Bowler who says he was out of bounds, and now a flag is dropped by our officiating crew late. Let's sort this all out. James thinks holding. Let's see.
I'm looking at Twice here, and he can't drop his coverage.
Cannot grab the jersey. It's defensive holding.
You know, what's really interesting here in this third quarter is blitz management. Again, as a coach of the pro team, one of the most important things to me is using...
This will be 0 down to the spot. Here we go. Up there, yep.
Okay. So first down, but we saw the Freaks do it first, Dave. Essentially...
Of the run, which resulted in the first down, we'll have a 0 down.
So take a look. We're going to get holding at the end of this call is what's going to happen. Not there, that's fine. It's going to be right here. His flags are still on, and then you're just going to get a hold right here because he's beat, and that is definitely holding.
Well, I think what happened, it was an early flag pull, so I think, like you mentioned before, it became two-hand touch in this situation.
Wow.
They had an early flag pull that wasn't allowed, which we'll get into in a minute.
Because he had his flags, and then the hold call. An automatic first down after the penalty. Past midfield. Holiday wants it all. Hickman by himself has got it. Touchdown, Freaks. Making the Jones family proud. John Hickman. Third touchdown in 2 games.
So many interesting things happening in this game, from blitz management to not handling the cover 2 correctly. We're going to see it on the replay. L Sports Skycam, take a look on the left of your screen. They're in a cover 2.
No one up here.
They're in a cover 2. Dominique Rouse passes off the go route to the safety. They miscommunicate, and nobody winds up covering John Hickman.
That's twice that there were explosives on that side.
43-yard touchdown connection. John told us this week. His best buddy growing up, going to training camp and all those games, and he's been to every Cowboy game he can remember over the last several years. Des Bryant. At practice, they throw the ball back and forth for a long time when Des was a Cowboy. Conversion try here for Holiday. Middle, got it. Cam Solomon. Conversion successful.
A great answer by the Freaks. Really, really important for them to get on the board here. Nice play. He rolls out to his right, throws back across to the middle, and of course, the short-handed.
Cam Solomon, former star at FAU. John Hickman is a star that ain't right now for the Freaks, 19-13 game.
Oh, watch your boy.
Look at the tradition.
That's our son, Ryder.
There's the handle. He's got great hair. He's got great moves, Will.
He is.
There's Coach right there.
From his mom.
The shot. Great family tradition, as you talked about. Will and his dad, Will playing and Will coaching.
Too.
And your son playing as well. Is your son a baller, and will he go to Syracuse if I ask him?
Listen, no more orange talk. I'm leaving the booth.
Holiday throws off after his second long touchdown connection of the game. Brown, throw off return inside the 10. Flag is pulled again by Dana Taylor. Back down to Alex.
Hey guys, I'm here with John Hickman. A big touchdown for the Freaks, now making it a 1-score game. And you were wide open. Were you surprised? You look at the ball in the air that just nobody was around. You know, defenders around.
No, they're playing pretty tough with their discipline on letting us get by him on the sidelines there. So he messed up in his coverage, and I'm just trying to play crafty and get behind him. Luckily, Eric was able to see me and get it downfield. I got take advantage of those things.
I got to ask you, because a couple weeks ago you gave us some pretty okay dance moves. No moves, strictly business this week.
No, strictly business. We're here for a mission. I'm just trying to help my team in any way I can, and battling back from a hamstring injury. I'm just thankful for every play that I can make to help my team. So.
All right, $200,000 on the line, guys. Strictly business.
John's dad, also John, head of new business development for the Dallas Cowboys, a longtime employee of that football team in Dallas. Brown lunging, cannot come up with that catch on the pass from Sexel. It's incomplete. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports. We have loved the looks throughout our couple weekends here in Houston at Aviva Stadium. Second down, Sexel and company.
By the way, Strictly Business is the name of the flag team I played for in Cali.
Love it. It's all tied together, isn't it?
It is tied together. Shout out to
Hand
Alex
off.
Jones.
flea flicker play back to Sexel. Taylor all over him with pressure. Bunting has the catch. Spinning away from Julian, and the flag is pulled at about the 41-yard line. Penalty flag down as well. 2 flags are down.
That's a special play from DeMarcus Sexel here. He's going to evade the rush. Handoff to Speedy. Speedy throws it back. In comes Dana Taylor, who's done a good job checking him. Buys enough time, Will, and then finds TB over the top. That's excellent quarterbacking for the first down.
Yeah, that is outstanding, but that's the challenge of facing him. He can run, he can do all this stuff, and he can launch it down the field.
Defensive holding guys was the call, and that is declined, so a big pickup for Bunting and company. And across the midfield line, with a minute to go in our third quarter, again a one-score game after last night's thrilling comeback. Won by the Freaks with a 3-point conversion with 15 seconds to go in regulation. Sexel, the check down play. Taylor again, who's been everywhere on the flagpole against Speedy Volsey that time.
Defensively, so much of being a successful unit is using your blitzes correctly. A lot of it is survive first and second down, get to third and fourth, and be able to apply pressure on the quarterback. Yesterday, we saw Kings of Florida sort of nonchalantly use their blitzes, which cost them at the end. So far in the second half, neither team has used a blitz, which I think has been too conservative.
Way too conservative. I would have used them right now.
1st and 4, short line. Halfback option. Thinking about a double pass. Instead, the run. The flagpole, Taylor missed it, and eventually, good job there by Sidney Smith. Able to get Speedy Volsey to end the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter. You're watching the American Flag Football League Championship here on CBS Sports Network. Exciting fourth quarter is on the way.
Nigga, drop y'all nuts. 1v1. Damn, it's not that hard. It go turn into man anyway. He being one dude. If he already know he gotta go get him though, it's a less chance he get beat.
American Flag Football League on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will.
Houston, Texas, home of the Texans, the Rockets, the Astros, the Dynamo, the SaberCats. And this weekend, it's all about flag football here as we start the fourth quarter championship game. Sexel looking for Bunting, end zone. Julian with a really nice back pedal defense job in the corner of the end zone. And the defensive mastermind for the Freaks with a pass breakup to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Dallas Julian really battles. He'll play corner, he'll play linebacker, he'll play safety. Does a nice job challenging the very physical Terrence Bunting here, Will. Take a look as he goes up. Really just denying TB a jump here, right?
Right, yeah, he did an outstanding job just playing with big vision. You know, he was curled up in the flat. He saw the corner route, which is #1 route in this league, and went back and made the outstanding play. That's a great job by Dallas.
Game 2 championship series. Freaks won last night by 1 point. Here comes the blitz on KOF quarterback Sexel, who passes. Jet Glover has got the grab. Into traffic, gets to the 5-yard line, third down.
So that was an early second down blitz. A lot of time left in this quarter, but the Freaks deciding that they need to make a stop right now. I'd like to see them blitz on each and every down now since they just did it there.
Third down, DRC into the game. Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, who had 454 career tackles in the NFL and 30 interceptions. Now he's playing offense. He's had a few picks in this tournament on the defensive side.
Should have had
also
two
had a
today.
touchdown. Yes, right. Should have added the total. He's out there on offense, split to the right of Sexel. 3rd and goal, another big play in a big game. Here comes Taylor and the blitz. Pass Brown. Flag pull again.
That was
What a job. As Amir Brown read that play. Beautifully, guys, closed and got the flag pull.
Well, something you said earlier, Will, was that Mark likes to go to his check down or his outlet. And it's what he wanted to do there, and the Freaks were ready for that. They brought 2 on Mark, and they had a defender waiting for the outlet. He makes a great flag pull, setting up a huge 4th down.
What an effort by Amir Brown, who has been a standout throughout this tournament, both sides of the ball. Big play, blitz coming. Brown into the game as a quarterback, throws end zone. Davis can't bring it in. It's intercepted. Picked by the Freaks, Sidney Smith on the tip drill. And the defense stands tall for the Freak team against KOF to keep this a 1-score game. How about it?
How about it is right. Great use of blitzes here. That is not DeMarcus Sexel at quarterback. It's Jason Brown who's throwing up a jump ball to Darius Davis, who's their best vertical threat. Interesting decision not to have Mark throw that there, Will.
Yeah, perhaps he was fatigued on this play, but you got to stay in there and run this offense. You know, he's the guy that makes it go. But I didn't like that decision. Not so much, obviously, besides the change of quarterback, but I didn't like that play design either. I think they should have found a way to give themselves the best chance and go to their best players. You know, DRC's on the field. Go for him.
Tough to understand that one. Holiday, the offense take over. Keese Williams returns to Holiday, who returns to Keese. And a quick flag pull there by Samir Big. Back down to Alex.
Sidney, huge stop for you guys again. Defense standing tall. You finally get an interception. You were fighting for that first one. Just, ended up being a touchdown for them. Just how big was that for you guys?
Oh, man, it's big. It's already hard to hold Mark to what we got him at right now. It's a small moral victory, but we already know we're not finished. We got to keep making plays and keep putting our offense in good position to put us in a good position to win this game. We're not done yet.
How's the defense feeling? I mean,
we rolling. Y'all see what they average. Y'all see what they got right now. It's a whole tougher game this go around.
Okay, send it back to you guys.
KOF had 46 points, Alex, last night. Freaks had one better, though. Holiday throws looking for Solomon there over the middle. And DRC was closing in on coverage. And incomplete near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was draped all over him. Surprised there was no holding call on that one.
3rd down, 4th quarter. Crunch time is here. If KOF wins, they force a third 20-minute game for all the marbles. $200,000 to the winners. The Freaks win, they take the 2-game series, sweep, and win the championship.
The hard thing is there is no back judge here, so you can get away with a little bit.
Good point there. Spoken like a true defensive back.
I know where they are. I talk to them every game, Dave.
Always know where those officials are. Holiday, here comes some pressure, and a quick pass. Brodniks can't bring it in. Incomplete. Dre Franklin on coverage against Corey Brodniks. Huge hero last night. Former college football player at Texas State.
And just like you see in the NFL on Sundays, if you can get an effective pass rush, I don't care who your quarterback is, it's much harder to succeed. We're seeing that now in back-to-back drives, first for KOF, now for the Freaks. When pressure is applied, who is going to be able to make the big play?
4th and 8. Got to get up to the 25. There are no punts in the American Flag Football League, so you throw off a punt from the line of scrimmage. Holiday would handle that if they can't convert and decide to give the ball back to KOF. Interesting decision. That option. 4th and 8. Timeout. We'll take a timeout too. Got to think this one over. Deep in your own territory. Interesting. Timeout in the field. 19-13 game, fourth quarter, huge play coming up. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports. Providing some tremendous vision at this tournament here in Houston at Aviva Stadium. Off the timeout, fourth down from deep in their own territory, down by a score, but a lot of time left. You have the option of throwing the punt or going for it here. Need the 25 for the first down.
Got to be in the box.
Gonna go for it.
Yeah, you got to go for it. I mean, you already have the lead in the series, so you might as well.
Agree, James?
Yeah, this is short enough that I like the call to go for this.
Huge play. Blitz coming, Roberson. Holiday gets the pass off for Mapp. It's incomplete. Coverage from Davis. And on downs, the defense gets the rock right back here on a short field. There is a flag down. Flag picked up, no flag.
And that's all the hard work of Mike Twice. Getting in there, forcing Eric Holiday to throw from the spot faster than he wanted to. Huge, huge stop from KOF. And again, it shows the importance of an effective rusher and blitz. Press man, cover one press man across the board. He does have an opening there, but that's a really tough throw under duress.
Oh,
yeah, right
Twice
now,
the wrapper is pumped.
Yeah, right now, man-to-man is what they should be doing. You know, anytime they get in a situation where they are having miscommunications, it's in the zone. It's when their passing coverage is off. Just don't think, play man. They can hang with these guys. They're faster than them, so that's the right call.
All right, so at a short field, inside the 20. First and goal for Sex on the offense. The handoff, Bolsey, the pressure, the flagpole. Shaq James got there and makes the stop. And the clock continues to roll here in a one-score game.
I tell you what's really interesting now is it seems like Mark is maybe tightening up a little bit. He doesn't have the ball in his hands as much. He didn't take it on fourth down, Will. He's been deferring to Speedy, who will play some secondary quarterback. I'd like to see Mark step up and become big enough for this moment here.
And we'll have Alex check that out on the sideline. Unless he's not 100%, I can't imagine why he wouldn't be the playmaker. I mean, he's arguably the best player out here.
Yeah, or perhaps they're just being conservative. I really think, you know, they're comfortable with this lead and they're trying not to make many mistakes.
No pressure. Sexel, time, 4 seconds, pass, back of the end zone. Glover, got it, touchdown! The Jet Glover with the grab. A big score for Kings of Florida to take a 2-score lead.
Right on cue, Will. Mark steps up and answers the call from the booth and delivers a strike to the back of the end zone to TJ the Jet Glover. Look at this pass.
That's a good
easy.
ball.
Nicely done.
He threw that ball on a rope, Will Blackman.
No doubt about it. Yeah, that's the luxury, man, having him. I mean, he just has one of the most outstanding. Actually, we have 2 quarterbacks with the best arms that I've seen in flag football, so this is awesome.
Jet Glover, former third-team All-Sun Belt Conference kick returner and receiver. Went to Tampa Plant High School. A great career in high school. And the Jaguars, USA, looking for the conversion, looking for Davis, who's got it. Back of the end zone for 1.5-yard conversion. And one more point, so critical on the board for KOF, up 26-13.
I don't care how tired King of Florida may get, they need to stay with their man-to-man defense.
Like we saw last night, this is a much smaller lead than what the Freaks faced. They were down 25, nearing the same moment last night. They came back and won. There's onside plays. There's a plethora of ways for them to get back into the game. They're not going to panic. They know they just need to score and then evaluate their options at that point in time.
6 minutes left in the game last night. James, you called it on the stream. 46-21 Kings of Florida on a Jason Brown touchdown catch. And they were in command before the Freaks stormed back and rocked the flag football world with a 1-point win, 3-point conversion with 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, so here it is with a 2-score game. Sexel will throw off, and if it's out of bounds, it goes to midfield.
Oh, huge mistake there from KOF.
Good. All right, James, you called this one last night. I mean, the comeback was remarkable, wasn't it?
It was absolutely incredible, and the big reason it was able to happen was because KOF ran out of blitzes. And if you let Eric Holiday have time, he will pick you apart. You're seeing a highlight package from him just throwing to open receiver after open receiver after open receiver, capped by that great pass to Corey Broadnex, which gave them the win.
And then Keith Williams, who is the brother of DeMarcus Sexel, with the game-ending sack and the flip to boot for a little extra for his brother. They are very close. Family, and you just know that sibling rivalry is pretty heated when it comes to a big moment like that. Holiday and company from midfield after the throw-off was out of bounds. Cannot connect with Amir Brown. It's incomplete at the 35. Back down to Alex.
TJ, big touchdown a few moments ago. You guys are up 13 points now, 4 minutes to go. I got to ask you, yesterday, 25 points, 5 minutes to go. I mean, how are you guys feeling right now? How do you keep the foot on the gas? What's going on?
Everything's 50-50. You never know what's going to happen in the game. After yesterday, we decided to go sit down and talk about it, see what we got to do, come back out here today, and continue to do what we do.
How do you finish this thing off and force an extra time?
Don't get lackadaisical. Play every play full speed.
All right, well, you guys are doing that right now, 13 points with 4 minutes to go. Thank you.
Map the catch. Roberson Alex with a flagpole. 4-second call first before the throw to Bruce Mapp. 4 seconds in the AFFL on the go clock to get the ball out of your hand. I love that rule. And the 2 seconds to rush. Allowed 5 blitzes per team per half. So as we talked about, if KOF hangs on here with 3:25 and count. After last night, nothing is for sure.
Right.
That was remarkable. But if they do, we'll have a third 20-minute running clock game to decide the champion of this 200K event. Let's see who wins the big money. Timeout call. KOF before the snap to Holiday.
And KOF was not lined up to blitz there, which again to me would be extremely curious. They have third and longer than 25 to go. You have the blitzes remaining. KOF should get together here and decide to blitz will and play that press man coverage that's worked so well, or at least an off man coverage so they do not blow a zone, which has really been their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I think in this case, I would save my blitz. They've been doing a really good job in the coverage. You saw if the goal clock runs out, it's a coverage sack. So they've been doing a good job with that. So yeah, I just be careful running the blitz here because he will find the open man, as in Eric. He will find the open receiver. So I would stick with the man coverage. I wouldn't send anybody and just lock him up.
So far, guys, great response. KOF to their first loss of this tournament. This event started with 32 teams. KOF, the 5 seed, the Freaks from Texas, the 7 seed. And every game for KOF have been very one-sided, including the 3 games here in Houston.
Look for him to go to Matt. You usually put the best player in the slot.
Third down, either 25 of KOF. Off the timeout. Deep ball, looks for Solid, and complete. On the sideline.
He just got greedy there, James.
Yeah, he did. He should have taken Bruce Mapp. Because they elected not to blitz, they were going to give him a 15 or 20-yard gain with Mapp, and instead, it's now 4th and 28. That's not the throw you want to make in that situation. Good call, Will.
4th and a bunch here, fellas, to get to the 25 of Kings of Florida. Otherwise, they'll lose it on downs, and only 2:38 and counting. 2-minute warning will stop play. So
you see twice there.
Critical play, but first the timeout called up by Kings of Florida.
You know, what's really interesting about KOF, and we've talked about it a lot, is they don't really have a singular voice, Will, deciding what to do. So oftentimes on plays, the defense is doing it democratically. You can see the frustration you're looking at right now. That's Samir Baker. He's frustrated. A lot of timeouts have been used in these games by both sides to discuss what's going to happen. I think as you see the AFFL continue to progress, you're just going to see competition force better decisions, faster, clearer decision-making. But huge moment here in the game, obviously. So a good use of a timeout if you're not sure what you want to do.
Yeah, and it's funny. This is just their way of communicating. They're just super emotional. But like I want to reiterate, man, that they're brothers. They still love each other off the field.
KOF 1 timeout, guys. Freaks have 2. 2:27, 4th quarter clock. We will have the 2-minute warning.
I'm sending twice, though. I got to do it here.
Holiday. 4th and 28. Deep ball. Harper intended receiver, incomplete. Trey Franklin with him, step for step. Turnover on downs with 2:15 to go and counting. They'll roll down with a 2-minute warning here.
You see how excited they are now? They just argued 2 seconds ago.
You're right. You're right. Family love, right?
Well, especially when you're super close, you feel like you can talk to somebody a certain way, you know, and know they're not going to take it super personal. You might fight a little bit, but
2-minute warning here, guys. In a 2-score game, it's right back to KOF turning over on downs. Their defense has been outstanding, James, in this game today, no question.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. They made some adjustments. What's great about football, obviously, as you can hear in the booth, is there's a variety of ways to get the job done. Should you blitz? Should you not blitz? Should you cover? Should you not cover? At the end of the day, what matters is getting the job done, and KOF has done that today, holding an explosive offense to just 13 points here.
yeah, I'm glad they didn't utilize the blitz and really try to make the Freaks drive, because you make them drive, the clock's going to run. So outstanding stop there by the defense.
2 straight 4 downs for the Freaks. 6 straight incompletions now for Holiday. So he gets toward the end of this game 2 of the series on a bit of a cold streak. Assuming, and we never assume after last night because that was amazing to watch with that extraordinary Freaks comeback, that this will go to KOF with the ball and the lead, and Sexel passing. Another completion. Flagpole inside the 40-yard line. Speedy Volsey, one of the top receivers, brings it in, picks up some real estate, and maybe more importantly, chews up some more clock here.
Yeah, if you're the Freaks, you've got to call a timeout here after this next play. You have to stop them from getting a first down so that you can attempt to get the ball back. It's certainly not over yet, but they're going to have to step up here and get a stop before the next first down marker.
2nd and 12, trying to get it to the 25-yard line. Use the clock. No timeout for the Freaks. They've got 2 of them. Around the snap. So no 4-second clock there for Sexel to throw. Taylor provides some pressure. He's so elusive. Sexel still on the move, trying for a dip through traffic. Taylor with a lunge couldn't get him. And eventually the stop there for Sidney Smith.
Was that a double dip? What was that? That was low.
Amazing. Timeout Freaks here, guys.
That was the deep squat dip. Take a look at this. Mark just getting all the way down here.
That's impressive.
Oh, baby. Tremendous athlete.
A smart play there by KOF, too. They just threw it back to Mark, turned off the go clock, keep the clock running, allow him to have a safe play that forces the Freaks to use a timeout. And then if you're KOF, you just want to convert here and earn yourself the right to play in Game 3 for the $200 grand.
Yeah, I would continue to use that strategy. I would snap it to a player and pitch it to myself and just let me run around.
We asked DeMarcus this week his favorite quarterback is. He said Joe Burrow of the Bengals, who does not do much dipping. That's not going to happen in the NFL, guys. This is about Sexel. Brown has the catch. Another Brown has the flagpole.
Move the chains.
First down. Under a minute to go. Freaks not calling a timeout right now. And things look really good for Kings of 4 to win Game 2 of the series. We are headed, it appears, to a third 20-minute game to determine the 2021 Road to 200K champion. Going to be exciting. Final seconds melt away. Sexel takes a knee, gives himself up. Taylor, along with Marquise Love, with a flagpole, and that is going to end this one. We're going to a third deciding game, guys. Gonna be fun. 20-minute ball game on the way, and the winner takes home all the money. 26-13. Final for Game 2. Third game is on the way from Stevie Houston. 20-minute game, one winner.
day off. Playing every game like the playoff. Thinking you gon' beat us, but you way off. Now we don't keep the game, we just pay off. When we started from the bottom, it's gon' pay off. We fighting for a king, ain't no layoff. KOF won a game at the face off. Once I freak to an info. Bike to a benzo. Flex said get him, then we got him when we spot him.
Mike Roberson, star player, star rapper, ready to go here for the third and deciding game. Kings of Florida won the throw-off, so Eric Holliday's got to throw to KOF for the first possession. Here's Brown on the return, looking for some real estate, and Dunn has a good flagpole. All right, guys, let's wrap up game 2 with our guaranteed rate final stats.
Well, 4 touchdowns there from DeMarcus Sexel. Had another fantastic game. That's 2 games in a row where he's been one of the best players in the field, Will.
Yeah, the quarterbacks played out of their mind, but the biggest thing was those turnover and downs by Kings of Florida to get the ball back and control this game offensively.
Here we go. 20-minute game, running clock. Winner takes home $200,000. Blitzes, 3 each. 2 timeouts per team. We'll have a 2-minute warning in this mini 20-minute game with everything at stake. This will be fun. Sexel throws. Dulce catches. Taylor has a nice flagpole outside the 30-yard line. Second down here for KOF.
I think KOF should just continue to take their time, just run their plays. If it's there, take it. But other than that, man, just take your time, go down the field, make smart decisions, no mistakes, and go get points.
2nd and 16. Try to get to midfield for the first down in these 4 25-yard quadrants in the AFFL. Sexel throws. Catch on a bobbled ball, but good concentration by Nellums, who was able to bring it in.
I was nervous, James.
Midfield line.
I was nervous, guys.
Yeah, in a 20-minute game, you drop this one and then it gets intercepted, you're in trouble, but Nellums hangs on here at the end.
Barely.
Gets the first down. This is going to be a game of rapid momentum swings. If KOF can score here first, the pressure's 2 or 3 times what it would normally be in a full-length game.
Yeah, you can't bobble the ball and there's 4 defenders around you, Dave. That's nuts.
J-mover first down across midfield. So 1st and 22, trying to get to the 25 for the first. Our 20-minute game. The direct snap, Glover. Return pass to the Jet. Flags are down. Let's check it out. Billy Williams, our referee today. 2 flags on the field.
The original quarterback was not beyond the line of scrimmage when he caught it. The down account to be dead at the spot. 2nd down.
Loss of down, James. Big play there. Legal 4 pass.
Yeah, it's significant. It's going to set up 2nd and long. Take a look here. So in the AFFL, the original quarterback, in this case it was TJ, caught the snap and then caught a pass before the line of scrimmage. That's not allowed, and therefore down does not count.
No yardage lost in the American Flag Football League or gain on penalties, but loss of down. And you can actually get a 5th down or down 0 if you gain a first down offensive penalty. Gives you 5 downs at it. Pretty cool. 2nd and 22. Trying to get to the 25. Every play, big play now. No pressure. Sexel. Time. Delivers. The Jet. Incomplete. Shaq James will break up.
Yeah, he tried to catch and spin on this one. If he got that, he would have been off to the races.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 22. This is what you're looking for with the Freaks. You just lost the previous game. Now you've got a chance to bring in your double blitz, which has been effective. See if you can't get an early stop.
Freaks showed out in the 2nd and 4th quarter of game 2 after scoring 47 last night and that wild comeback.
Taking advantage here. I'm running DRC on a post.
To the right of Sexel. Let's keep an eye on him, Will. Sexel's looking that way. He throws. Catch. Bunting. Flag flies. Defensive holding is coming here. Spencer Eggleston. And we're going to have one of those 5 down situations, right?
Yeah, we are. And I'll tell you,
on the defense. The ball will be dead at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
It's a nice ball from Mark. Easy sit route there in the zone and a holding call.
Yeah, as soon as that jersey stretched out, right, it's automatic.
Yeah, easy call.
Freaks didn't even fight the call. They just knew it.
No, and the Freaks elected not to blitz there. I love strategy. I love things like game theory. I think in a shortened game, you want to be the most aggressive team early. Missed opportunity from the Freaks there.
1st and 4 to get to the 25-yard line. Sexel with no pressure. Fakes the Brown, then goes to Brown. Got the catch. With the pitch. Taylor has the stop. Eventually on Nate Webster, the center, who jumps in the play on the lateral. That's allowed in the AFFL. Clock is rolling here. 1st down.
I feel like every single receiver on the Kings of Freaks is absolutely phenomenal with the football in their hands. It's pretty cool to watch. Sometimes I get lost in the broadcast. I'm just watching them run with the football.
I'm with you, Will. Great players. No blitzes used. 3 for each team in this 20-minute game to determine a champion. Academy 1 on the women's side. Who takes the men's title? End zone. Bunning has the catch, stopped just shy, and I mean just shy. 2nd and goal. TB with a grab. Dallas Julian, flagpole. Did he have it, guys? Possession, yes. No replay now. Volsi, catch, stopped. Another great flagpole. Wow. What a play there by Sidney Smith.
Yeah, Sidney Smith frequently guards Speedy in Jacksonville. They play against each other all the time. Nice pull.
Knows him. 3rd down. Sexel moves quickly. Time. Sexel back in the end zone. Broken up and incomplete. Jack James with a breakup there on the pass in the end zone, looking for Damon Thompson.
Wow, Will, that looked like that was for sure going to be a touchdown. I think this gets knocked out late.
Yeah, great job from the corner. Seeing the ball float in the air. That one you do got to put on it, though. You got to put a little heat on it to get there in time.
That's a great play. Dallas gets in there first. Plays finished there by the safety. 4th and goal.
Another huge play, James. In a day of big plays.
But why don't you ever run the ball in this situation down here?
Timeout.
That's a great question, and I think that you should. I think the handoff is extremely dangerous. You mentioned every single one of these guys for the Kings of Florida is super explosive and dangerous in the open field. I think they should.
Well, now it's 4th down, so you have to find the perfect play. But before that, you know, it goes back to the old Marshawn Lynch, 2nd down on the goal line, like run the football.
Yeah, you're so dangerous that way, and the handoff, the Freaks have not been sending to it, Mark. If they do a handoff, there's a lot of things they could have done.
Right, they're not even pressuring.
They're not, and so now, if you're the Freaks, you've had a lot of success in the same situation with your double rush. You've got to expect they're going to send 2 and play 5 behind. This is a major, major point in this 20-minute game here.
DeMarcus Sexel, guys, had 2 touchdown runs last night. 5 passes, 2 runs, so he is great on his feet. Amazing with a dip move, too, especially in traffic near the goal line. He scored several times that way in this tournament. Off the timeout. 1 left for the Freaks in this 20-minute game, 2 for KOF. Here we go. 4th and goal, another big moment. Deep shotgun here for Sexel.
Yeah, looking for
Here comes the blitz. Sexel, end zone. Davis caught. Touchdown. Darius Davis has got it for KOF.
I was going to say, one of the big boys, either Davis or Bunton, going to go to one of them in this situation. That's why they're in the game.
We saw the same exact play earlier, except Mark was not the one to throw it. It was Jason Brown. They just want to get it to Darius. That's all they're trying to do there. He's one of the hardest covers on a physical jump ball like that. What a conversion. What a 4th down conversion by KOF.
Great no call by the ref, too. I mean, Mapp was holding. Darius did push up a little bit. Let them compete for it. Great call. I'm going right back to one of them.
That's really an underrated ball there from Mark, too. If you're watching a live time, you're not used to seeing quarterbacks have to throw off platform like that. But he's got Dana Taylor right in his face. He's calm, he's steady. He puts it into a nice empty space for Darius to go get.
Going for one here, guys. 5-yard, 1-point conversion. Play clock was bleeding down there, under 5. And we have a timeout.
And conversions-wise, this is everything, right, Dave? If you look at how this game could go, depending on what KOF does, if the Freaks score, they can elect you to go for 1, 2, or 3.
Correct.
So you're not just stuck with 2 options. You have a full 3 options. So these conversion plays are really important here.
Now, this is what I love. I love DeMarcus going old school, drawing up plays in the dirt, something that the Freaks have not seen before.
There's a lot of old school and new school in flag football.
Yeah, this is dope, yeah.
I love it.
But again, I'm going to Darius Davis. I'm going to, Terrence Bunting. My big boys in the goal line. Box out and give him the ball.
Going for 1. Big conversion attempt here. Davis to Sexel's left. Direct snap to Davis. Throws to Sexel. Who's in for the conversion? How about that for KOF? 1 point after, 7-0 game.
That's awesome.
Right, what a great play call, Will. He drew something excellent up in the dirt, totally unexpected. It's a direct snap from the center to Darius, who's played a ton of quarterback in his time, to a wide open Mark for the score.
Right, the angle snap. I've been seeing, they actually was working on that the other day, and they tried to have Darius do it. He was like, man, this is not my thing. Have someone else do it. So they were working on that, and they haven't shown it until they actually needed it. That's a hell of a call right there.
7-0 game. 10-28 and rolling. It is a moving clock all the way until the 2-minute warning of this bonus 20-minute game. Winner takes home the title. So there's no hurry if you're KOF. Davis, we know, has got the bomb arm, who can throw it so high. We heard the guys last night, James, on the Freak sideline saying it looks like an NFL punt. It's so high.
Oh, one guy called it a T-shirt gun. That's what he called it. He said a T-shirt.
T-shirt gun.
Yeah, it's much bigger than that, right? If you think an NFL punter typically is going to get 4.5, 5 seconds of hang time if they really hit a good one, and you can count it here at home, but Darius gets all of 5 seconds on most of his throws.
Here's the throw off. Airborne again. Mishandled. And call a dead ball at the inside the 10-yard line. If that is dropped, that could potentially be a free football. Spencer Eggleston trouble on that sky-high throw from Davis. And it puts the Freaks in a big hole to begin this drive.
Fellas, I clocked 4.82.
4.8, you counted it.
4.82 hang time.
Hang time.
That's ridiculous.
Throw-offs are such an important part of this game. Darius makes the touchdown catch on 4th down, and then his throw-off is a weapon in and of itself, pinning the Freaks incredibly deep.
Let's check it out, guys.
You can see it here. Again,
Look at this moonshot.
Wow.
4.82, guys.
4.82. And Eggleston couldn't handle it. So now 1st and 42. Here's Eggleston though on the handle. On the handoff, east-west handoffs are allowed. Good play there by Mike Brown on the flagpole. Back down to Alex.
Guys, a huge drive for Kings of Florida to start off this extra period. Took 10 minutes off the clock, ended with a touchdown and the extra score mark. I mean, I think we knew you could throw the ball, but the soft hands, where'd that come from?
Hey, I really play receiver. That's what everybody don't know about me. I just have fun playing quarterback. That's all.
Guys, Sullivan's got the catch here and the pitch. Brodnick's trying to bring it upfield, still on his feet. And the flagpole is deep in the KOF, and it's a huge play for the Freaks. And they are in business trying to tie this game or possibly take the lead.
You see, there's a leak right here, wide open. Can't chase routes. I think that was DRC right there, chasing routes. If you're going to play free safety, man, you have to keep your eyes on the cue.
Wow.
Another busted coverage from KOF.
Cam Solomon to Brodnick's. Here's the pass. Eggleston has the catch. And a really nice pursuit again from Samir Baker on the flagpole. But it's 2nd and goal with a lot of time to maybe take the lead if you go for 2.
Yeah, the Freaks have added a wrinkle here with Eggleston coming on those jet sweeps. It's something they have not shown before.
Holiday in command of the offense. Fakes to Eggleston, then passes to Eggleston. Tries to make his move beyond Baker, who's got the flagpole. Short of the 5.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the strategy here, what the Freaks do. If they're going to sit here and, I mean, it looks like they're trying to get on the board early, but you still want to let that clock run because if they score too soon, you know, do you go for 2 in this situation? I mean, obviously, you probably still go for 1, but then KOF gets the ball back, and they can, you know, they're known to go right down the field and score again. So be curious to see what they do here in this situation. It's huge.
Yeah, missed opportunity, obviously, too, from the Freaks, as now they're probably going to face a blitz here from KOF and Mike Twice, who's been a nuisance to Eric Holiday.
3rd and goal. Pressure, Roberson. He got him. Flagpole. Before the pass. Flag down as well. There's a lot to sort out here. Let's see, did Roberson get that flag before the ball's out? Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Looks like offsides.
They lose the blitz. Correct.
So a defensive penalty as well there on that play.
Replay 4th down.
Offsides is the call. No yards gained in the AFFL. It's all about the downs. So replay 4th down. You heard Billy Williams, our referee, say that. They'll make it 3rd down.
Yeah, it should be 3rd down. Twice just lined up in the neutral zone there. Inexplicable mistake. Let's see if the Freaks can take advantage.
Blitz coming. Pass, end zone. Sack first, Roberson. Another penalty flag. And this is a false start. It's called against the Freaks.
4th down.
Now we've got 4th
down. On that down.
And no blitz used on that down, says Billy Williams. Wow, so much is happening here.
Yeah, I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it a million times, but it all comes down to these high leverage situations. Looks like he was actually jumping the snap, but that's because there was a false start, which caused it. But Dave, we talked about it earlier. These flag football games come down to which quarterback can execute against a blitz, against the pressure. It's much easier if you have 4 seconds back there. These are the plays that decide it. We saw Mark score on 4th down. Can Eric Holiday get it done?
2 blitzes left. You see it bottom of your screen for each team. Clock is rolling. Every play critical. 4th and goal in this championship bonus 20-minute game from Houston. This is amazing.
Yeah, you got to go to Kareem here, right? He's your best player. He's fresh off of an arena game. Got to go to him.
Pressure again. End zone. Brodnix has got it. Was he stopped? He stopped short. Baker got the flag before Brodnix got in the end zone. Look at the celebration from Samir Baker. And it's turned over on downs. The clock continues to roll, and KOF gets the ball back.
That's the longest celebration. Great defense.
A play by Baker.
That one, you got to lead him just a little more if we're going to nitpick on this situation. Great flag pull, great defense.
What a move. Celebrating for Samir Baker. And defensive hold for Kings of Florida with a 1-score lead. A timeout has been called by the Freaks. They are out of play stoppages in this bonus game. It was really close, guys. Brodnix thought he was in. Oh, little dance celebration for Corey Brodnix.
Wait a second.
Former receiver at Texas State.
He's trying to sell it. You got to respect that.
You got to sell it.
You got to sell it, no doubt.
So 1st down. Sexel from the goal line. Bolsey has the catch.
I got to see his high school highlights, man.
Jack James, Bruce Mapp defending.
Oh, man.
Let's go back down to Alex.
I'm here with Samir with the $200,000 flagpole right there. A big play for you guys.
Hey, man, I want to thank AFFL for giving us the opportunity first, foremost. You know what I'm saying? Hard work pay off. We slipped, but you see what's going on.
Brown's still on his feet here, guys. Brown's going to take this one all the way to the house. Going to be a touchdown. It's a touchdown for Kings of Florida.
We did it, baby.
Dave, you got to fight him, Dave. Fight him for some TV time, Dave.
No flagpole. Jason Brown kept on going for 89 yards. And KOF gets another score on the board. And a huge exclamation point with a 2-score lead here.
Nothing better than throwing a 1-yard pass as a quarterback that goes for an 89-yard touchdown, Dave.
Unbelievable, Will Blackman.
Look at that. So much speed on KOF. We said.
On the offense, number 7. He's got, yeah, I got it. Yes, Kings is.
He lost his mic there, but we had unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, after the touchdown, DeMarcus Sexel with some excessive celebration, which can put him out or them down a player for, depending on the severity, for a couple of plays. So they have to play 6-on-7 for this conversion attempt. 2-minute warning in the bonus game. 14-0 after Jason Brown got loose.
Out of here.
Out of here, Will Blackman.
And that's what we talked about, man. Each guy is liable to take it the distance. You saw right away, man. That is the luxury of being the quarterback where you can throw it 1 yard, you can go 90.
This is 6-on-7. Volsey takes the snap direct. The rush from Taylor. Volsey throws. Matt with a breakup. Oh, the ball intended for Damon Taylor. Incomplete. The conversion fails.
But we all know what the Freaks can do. There's still 2 minutes.
It's never over in the American Flag Football League because that guy, Eric Holiday, could lead a quick score. And the onside play, which is 20 yards from the 30 to the 50. It happened last night.
It happened last night, people. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll turn on an NFL game and you'll hear, obviously, the announcers like us say, it's not over, it's not over, it's not over, and the percentage odds are, 5%, 4%. But the reality is all the Freaks have to do is score. And they can elect to do an onside play, and then they have control of the game. So, this is really not even that big of a deal for them. He needs to rally the troops. All we have to do is score. It's an NFL clock. We can absolutely make this happen.
Right, it's a 2-score game.
Avery Nellums will handle the very crucial throw-off here in a 14-0 game. $200K to the winner. Not Davis, not Sexel. Harper, former Tennessee Titan. Had a great career at Clemson. Gets physical. Terrence Bunny running him out of bounds.
You got physical with the right guy, too.
That looked like a tackle football play. Wow.
Keep in mind the Freaks have 0 timeouts.
Had to use them on defense, you're right.
That's a good point, Will. They used a lot of timeouts just trying to get things organized. And we talked about this all day yesterday.
Get these boys some pads.
Will, you've tackled guys like Jamie Harper. It's not tons of fun, is it?
You know what? I was never afraid to hit anyone. I just knew some were going to hurt more than others. That's what I did,
He's the center on this Freaks team. 4th-round pick out of Clemson to the Tennessee Titans. Had a great career at Clemson, 12 rushing touchdowns, caught 3 passes for Tommy Bowden. Holiday, gotta have it. He throws on 1st down. Robnick's the catch. Pitch to Brown. Flagpole, but play across midfield to about the 39.
It's a great first play. You would have liked to have seen him get out of bounds there to save the time. He didn't get a lot of extra yards, but great first play.
Watch them pick routes now.
1st down. Holiday with no timeouts. Pump fake. Holiday throws on the check down. Brown out of bounds. And the NFL rules inside 2 minutes of this 20-minute game.
That was a long time.
Yeah, the rule in the AFFL is if the go clock doesn't start right away, it should be a replay of down, but the officials are electing that it was in fact rolling.
Gotta have a score.
Safety's got to be smart here. Got to be smart here.
Flags, whistles.
That's a huge penalty.
He lined up in the neutral zone. Down to count. Or down.
Lose a down. No yards lost. Let's check it out. Neutral zone infraction. Holiday. Time. Holiday delivers. Hickman has the catch.
Smart
Roberson
play.
has the flagpole across the 25.
Smart play, take your first down.
Moves the chain and gets first and goal here coming up for the Freaks. But the time is moving. No timeouts.
Yeah, watch Kareem in the middle. He's been wide open lately.
Holiday surveys. Here comes the rush. 2 seconds. There's the sack. Roberson got in there. The belt lights up. That means it's a sack for twice.
Look, they got to go. The Freaks have to go. They're wasting time. Their body language isn't in this right now. The clock is running.
I tell you, the communication with Mike Brown, he's been outstanding. With the pick route, instead of chasing them, getting picked, he passes it off and he zones up. That's what's messing Eric up every single time on this side.
Holiday. Here comes the rush. Holiday takes a shot. End zone broken up. Davis got a piece of that. And it's incomplete. The ball intended for Bruce Mapp. 22 seconds left here in our 20-minute game. Things looking good for the KOF team. Comes down to this play, guys. 4th down. Holiday and company in desperation.
The field.
You know, the Freaks had a minute left and they were in good position, and then just with an NFL clock with two difficult plays, as KOF takes the timeout here, with 2 difficult plays on offense, you burn 40 seconds and have nothing to show for it.
1 timeout left here, fellas, for KOF in this 20-minute bonus game. First game went to the Freaks in a wild comeback, 47-46. 26-13 in game 2 here today. So a third and deciding 20-minute game needed. 1 blitz left for the Freaks, but that's not going to matter right now. KOF's out of blitzes. That is a factor in this big play coming up here, James.
It's huge. This is where Eric Holiday did all of his damage. So if you're thinking about clock management, if they can get in the end zone here, they would get an onside play, which is a live play that they could also score on. But it all matters with this down right here. I think there's also some discussion as to what down it is. It says 4th here in the stadium, and I think Eric's saying it's 3rd down. That's the discussion that's ongoing.
I wouldn't be arguing it. It don't matter right now at this point. This guy just line up. See DeMarcus Exel playing corner on this side of your screen.
He does it all, Will. Big play. Holiday's got to have it. Here comes the pressure from Roberson. Over the middle. Solomon the catch.
DRC with the flagpole.
Flagpole DRC stops short. Defense rules the day. Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, the former NFL Pro Bowler, gets it done. And on downs, it goes to the Kings of Florida with a chance to wrap this game up.
Wow, what a flagpole. That was going to be a touchdown, Dave.
Yep.
Look at that.
What a play by DRC.
If he doesn't pull that flag, then we had ourselves an onside play. What a play.
This game is over. DRC and the Kings of Florida have won the 2021 Road to 200K tournament. They are AFFL men's champions in Houston today. $200,000 richer. Back with a final word from Aviva Stadium right after this. What a day for the American Flag Football League on CBS Sports Network. third and final game here from the American Flag Football League Championship Series. Celebration for Kings of Florida. Some backflips, including DRC, because they've won the 200 grand. Let's go back down to Alex.
Florida, a great championship series.
Unbelievable. You know, the first time we played this 3-game series and we saw 2 incredibly competitive games. I'm not sure how these guys had any energy for that third 20 minutes, but it was amazing. I thought that these guys came back from a body blow, that 25-point comeback, and they came out this morning like it never happened, which you got to give them a lot of credit for that.
And DRC, $200,000. This is about so much more than money for you guys. You guys are playing for a lot here. What were you guys playing for?
Yes, sir, man. We're playing for my main man, Keith, right here, man. We need a kidney. So our focus was more today. We had to do it for Keith. Yes, sir.
Well, Kings of Florida, congratulations on winning here. Kings of Florida, your AFFL champions, guys.
They are the champions, Alex. Thanks for that. They win the second game, 26-13 and 14-0. A shutout win for DRC and company. Playing for everyone with that team and for a great cause, too. Now for Will Blackman, James DiVirgilio, Alex Glaze, the entire CBS Sports Network crew. I'm Dave Ryan saying so long from Houston. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now we'll send you to Columbus, Mississippi for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So long from Houston. Celebration time for those guys from the Kings of Florida, champions in 2021.